O lords of Let's Plays, please protect these heroes. One being a mushroom with a miner's hat, the other being a Koopa with a hoodie, the third being a pile of clouds wearing nothing but pure makeup and looks like something right out of my nightmares, and the final one being a fat Italian plumber. Please protect these four from the dangers that lie ahead as the trials that we take in this chapter of Let's Play Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Let's play. Amen. Anyways, I'm the Big Game Hunter, and in the last episode, we arrived at Glitzville and got into the Glitzville fighting ring so that we could take a shot at the champ to get the next Crystal Star. In this episode, we are going to be continuing on through the matches, and as you can see, as I showed you in the last part, we got a lot of fights ahead of us. Don't worry, the chapter isn't mainly going to be us just fighting our way up through the ranks. There is actually a bit more for those who haven't played this game, which is probably like the 7% of you. Anyways, let's reserve a match, and let's see. Well, Hobo Gonzalez fixing a fight, huh? Alright. Well, let me just see here. Your next opponent will be ranked 18 in the Glitz Pit, the KP Koopas. Now listen, son, in this battle I want you to avoid using any of their special moves. I think the crowd's craving for a nice long battle at this simplest and finest. Now get in there and don't go guard whatever the heck I'm saying. I don't care. Hey dog, looks like your next match is against me. Good luck, man, to both of us. Yeah, good luck, man. How's my health then? Might as well get interrupted by security coming in here, but you know what? Let's just rest up and refill our HP and FP that we lost in the last fight. Don't know why I didn't do that off screen. Maybe I just wanted to show the fact that Mario can sleep in those beds, even though the game outright told you to, but I don't know. I'm just rambling on like an idiot. And here we go. Alright, so Great Gonzalez and the Shell Maniacs of Doom. Yeah, that's right, the fight to the finish with the KP Koopas. Yeah, you better not get in my way, boy. Oh, it's on? It's on? Oh, you bet it's on. Alright, let's battle! Okay, I cannot hold out for much longer. Breathe, boy, breathe! Alright, so let's just take these guys out. I'm almost out of breath because of that. Probably a good idea to take out the paratrooper. I probably should have taken him out first, but you know what? It doesn't matter. He's down now. So let's just continue on. And we just lost our shell, so let us... You know what? Let's show String Stomp, even though before I'm gonna get rid of it sooner or later, and... very good. Even though it is completely useless against him because he's on his back now and he's dead, so that was a completely waste of my turn. I still suck at the jumping. I don't know why, I'm usually very good at the jumping mechanic in this game. And 3 star points. Oh boy, I can't wait to spend all those in one place. We have ourselves a winner, the Great Gonzalez. Yeah, you bet we did it. Alright, fight money, and what do we get? How much? 4 coins! 4 coins! 4 coins! 4 coins! Wow, I'm just losing it throughout this entirety of this chapter. Hey, way to hand the beat down out there, man. You beat me straight up. Could swing the other way next time, though. You know what I'm saying? Huh, and it seems a certain green bandit has disappeared. Maybe we'll run into him. Maybe he's important. Whoop. Sorry, I just wanted to view the ring. Let's see. Okay. Don't really have to, go over any enemy log any enemies until rank 14, so I'm good with that. If you're wondering why I'm not ranking the next one, it's because this is actually a fight we're gonna run into later in the game. And I just want to, like, get through this, because as you can see, we have a lot of fights ahead of us. Alright, fixing the fight. Let's see, next opponent is the Pokey Triplets. Now, listen, son, in the battle, I want you to avoid switching partners, and which is very good, because Koops is going to be a real good help in this fight. Alright, here we go. I swear, what are those guys, the security guards? I want to know, what are they? I swear, I think they're like those moles that you get, or no, the wakas, yeah. They're the wakas without a, that actually have a body. Alright, yeah, I bet we can do it. Go ahead, touch us. It won't hurt too much. Alright, get ready to do something I'm not going to spend throughout the entire video to do. Alright. Alright, so we can't change our partners out. So, let's just power shell these guys. I think I can get these all in one hit. Or not. You know what? Koops has his defense point, so it's not really a bother. Oh! Pfft. Ow! Alright, just because you made me mad. And we got a winner. Once again, we win. Oh yeah. Alright, so here comes our fight money. 4 coins. Thank you very much. Very repetitive. Gameplay is very repetitive. Hey, what's cracking, G-Man? You just finished beating down some poor fools or what? You looking good, man. The old King K wouldn't mind a little bit of your luck, man. Yeah, that'd be nice. Get in there, you! How many times do I have to tell you that room is absolutely off limits. If you want to remain in our fight roster, you must follow the rules. And don't think I haven't noticed you following me. Stop that. 2, it's creepy. If you don't obey the rules, we'll blow you out of the Glitz Pit, understood? Or ban you out of the Glitz Pit. Blow you out of the Glitz Pit? Pfft. Again, dude, man, you're just a magnet for trouble. Sorry, King K. Didn't mean to bring the Queen Nag in here. Don't sweat it, B-Money. Jolene can take that dude and shove it up her nose. Why are you always chasing that girl anyway, man? You got a little thing for her? Ew. Shut up, K. Now, if you folks will pardon me, I must be off. And he immediately runs right out like a complete and absolute moron. Ah, well, not my business. Alright. Alrighty, let me just see. It is Dead Bones. Alright, so what do we do? Beat the match in less than 5 turns. Easy! But before that, I'm gonna hide in this locker. Why? Because I feel like it. I'm not here! I think he's already left. Alright, fine. Can't prolong the inevitable. Alright, so I guess since this is a pretty easy fight because it's nothing but dry bones, very weak and pathetic enemies, I do not know how these guys have survived this long. They're actually this high up in ranking. I expect these to be like rank 19 or 18. Alright. So I guess I can just say what I've been doing. I've just been busy working around. Just my own business and all that stuff. But I might as well say something that's actually really funny. And oh boy, that guy has an ice storm. I could just talk about something weird that happens with me. I don't know if it's really that important, but whenever it's weird that the fact that whenever I don't do everything, like I'm not doing my recordings and all the capture and all that stuff, it's weird because I actually commentate pretty much on everything. I know it's weird, but that's right. I usually, whenever I'm just minding my own business, I actually commentate like I'm actually doing a recording. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I just feel like it, since it's just repetitive gameplay as much, just fill some in the slots and all that stuff. What do you have to say? Man, I heard you Just knock some blocks off. Not bad. Double G dog. You're the real deal, man. The realest I've ever seen. Keep busting heads. And if anyone gives you lip, just tell them King K said to back it up. Bazow! Ah, it hurts! Keep quiet. My foot! Oh, you're fine. Just shut up. Apply pressure right here. Ouch! Do we have a gag, maybe? Come on, get a grip, will you? Mommy! Out of the way up there! Whoa, sounds like some poor sucker just earned himself a trip to the hospital. Hey man, this is a brutal sport sometimes, you know? This stuff happens. And, indeed, the fighting tournaments have always been one of the most brutal and savage sports of mankind. Or Koopa kind, or Goomba kind, or whatever kind there are out here. Anyways, there's Bandy Andy. We will talk to him, but I just want to show this off because it's pretty out of the way, and you will pretty much rarely never come down to this area of the ring. But if you jump in here, check it out. We get the Last Stand badge. We drop damage by half if we're in danger. Really not finding myself using that badge a whole lot in my life. I honestly don't. Because you're pretty much when you're in danger, you take only a few hits, and if it's a pretty powerful attack, and even though it gets cut in half, it still will probably be enough to take you down. Anyways, what do you have to say, buddy? Hey there, Gonzalez, how's it going? Me? I'm doing a little research. Hey, speaking of which, ever heard of the 7 Wonders of the Glitz Pit? Yeah, this place is rumors and secrets and spades, but the 7 Wonders of the Glitz Pit are the most mysterious of the bunch. The things fascinate me, so I wander around doing research on them. Well, so how about it? Want to hear about the 7 Wonders or not? Sure, why not? We can kill some time. Alright. Alright, so let's see about the sealed wall. They say that there is a sealed wall in the minor league locker room. Some say the remains of fallen athletes are stored in there. And we're in the minor league locker room! Ah, that explains the giant yellow block. Alright, so what else? That's the man-eating toilet. In the bathroom. They say that one of the arena's bathrooms is man-eating toilet lurks. Some say that anyone who sees the toilet never sees anything again. Well, only if they've had Taco Bell afterwards. You won't be seeing anyone for a very long time. I know, I've had that feeling. They say that there's a room in Glitz Pit with a second floor, but with no stairs. They say no one has ever gone upstairs. And some say the groaning voices sometimes come from the second floor. Ooh, spooky. Alright. The haunted something or other I cannot pronounce. They say the champ's room is haunted. Some say if you keep still in the room, you'll hear voices whispering from nowhere. Some even say the voices are athletes who lost to the champion. Alright, how about the spooky ring lights? My friend's friend told me this one. He said he saw a strange light leaking under the ring doors when no one was there. He couldn't see inside since the doors were locked. I plan to investigate this myself. The missing ones? They say sometimes fighters disappear for no reason, never to return. Some say that the very first champion, Prince Mush, was spirited away in this way. What's with Grubba and Jolene? Grubba is a strange one. His body is incredibly toned, even though he's past 60. He must have an exponential training program. Then there's the matter of Miss Jolene. They say she suddenly vanishes at times. Some say a fighter saw her go into the bathroom and waited for her to come out. But she never did. Huh? You think it's stranger than someone staked out her bathroom? Good point. Well, then again, she is a woman, and they do take forever to come out of the bathrooms. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's like the stereotype of all women. I'm sorry, I'm not sexist or anything, I'm just saying, I'm actually making this conversation even worse than it can be, and it can't be. It's the room! It's the room! Let me in! I want to see dead bodies! Alright, I think we have enough time to range for one more match. Who are we going to... Okay. Just want to check. Yeah, we have someone we can take him on with. Alright, reserve a match. Well, boy, howdy, Gonzalez. Alright, so next opponent will be Spike Storm. Now listen, in this battle, I want you to avoid using your jump. No jumping whatsoever. I want to see a picture test of power without none of that fancying around. You get me? Now get in there and hand out a whooping or two. And I believe that if my memory serves me correctly, these are new enemies that can only be fought in this chapter. So let's it in, and if my memory serves me right, please tell me it serves me right. Hey, it serves me right. For our next battle, we got the Merciless Executioner, the Great Gonzalez, and the Midnight Spike Bombers. Yep, a fight to the finish with Spike Storm. Wow, that joke was so terrible it would make even my terrible jokes professional. Alright, so we cannot use our jump, which is actually somewhat of a problem, seeing as how we got a flying enemy. And speaking of said flying enemy, and because I feel like being a jerk, Goombella, you are up, and I am sacrificing you for the greater good. And what is this guy's name? That's a Lakitu. He's a member of the Koopa clan that rides on clouds. Max HP is 5, attack is 2, and defense is 0. It attacks by throwing spiny eggs. If you stomp on it when it's holding up a spiny egg, you'll take damage, so don't do it. Spiny slowly hatching the spinies, so beat the Lakitu before you fight in the spinies. Yeah, this guy is pretty much an infinite spawn of spinies. Huh, say that 5 times fast. I don't think I ever showed off Clock Out in any of my previous videos, so let's do it. We need to press A, B, and Y when it appears over the enemy. It will also appear over you and the audience, so it will immobilize whoever it hits. So this is basically an immobilizing thing. Immobilizing move. And there we go, they are immobilized. They cannot move for 2 turns. I was just titled the Spinies down here so that we can get our log. That's a Spiny, basically a spike-covered Koopa. Ugh, looks painful. Max HP is 3, attack is 3, and defense is 3. The Stains have such high defense that you can't even hurt them when they're rolled up. So, they'll go back to normal if you do all the damage you can, and do it quickly. If you don't flip them over, the defense drops to 0. That's the time to take them out. Jumped on them, and it's just plain stupid, so try using a power block or something other item. Well, we can't jump on them, but we do have an ice storm, so let's use that. And I can scare them, so, wow, that poor Lakitu! He is frozen in time and frozen in general. That is gotta be the worst way to go. I wonder, if you're frozen in time, do you still feel the fact that you're being frozen in general? Someone test that out, if we ever have the technology to do that. Alright. You bet no, biggie. And fight money. 5 coins, and now we're rank 15. And I believe that's gonna do it for this part. So, anyways, next time on Let's Play Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, we will be continuing on with this cutscene. Hey man, check it, I heard the hot dog stands outside getting a new menu. Oh, this is actually pretty important. Yeah, sounds like some crazy hot dog made with egg from a southern island. An egg from a southern island. Nah, I have no idea what it is. Some fool was even saying the hot dog help you win fights. You ought to snack on one. And so we might do that. We actually have enough to go buy a hot dog, and what's my ranking at? Alright, I wanna wait till I'm rank... I'll wait till next rank and then I'll head out to check out that hot dog. Because, to tell you the truth, it is somewhat important that I do it at a certain time. Just because I want to pull something off, and if I can do it at the right time, I can be a major troll to a certain LPer out there. So anyways, next time on Let's Play Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, yada yada yada, we will be continuing through fights, finding hot dog eggs, and more stuff. See you guys next time. Later!